Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I want to presentation about the resilience index using early warning system Bank Negara Malaysia. And for introduction, the Banking Resilience Index using an early warning system is an innovative approach to assessing and monitoring the health and financial stability of banking institutions. The system combines traditional financial matrix with an advanced predictive analysis to create a comprehensive index that reflects a bank's ability to withstand economic shocks and maintain profitability. This concept is built on the foundation of EYS in banking, which have been studied intensively since the 1970s. The system typically uses financial ratio and statistical models to predict potential bank failure or difficulties. The Banking Resilience Index expands this approach by including more dynamic factors such as earnings volatility, asset quality trends, and liquidity measures to provide a more nuanced view of bank resilience. This concept is built on the basis of banking and EYS that have been studied since the 1970s. This index expands that approach by including dynamic factors such as earnings volatility, asset quality, and liquidity. And for a literature review, in this paper, a literature review reveals several findings that are relevant to Bank Negara Malaysia Banking Resilience Index using EYS. Previous research has examined several important aspects in the context of Islamic banking, including capital adequacy ratio, return on asset, non-performing financing, and financing to deposit ratio. And for capital adequacy ratio has a significant positive impact on the profitability of Islamic banks in MENA countries and Malaysia. And for return on asset in Islamic banking has varying result depending on operational efficiency and bank characteristic. And NPL has a significant negative relationship with the profitability of Islamic banks in Indonesia and Pakistan. And then for financing to deposit ratio has a complex relationship with Islamic bank profitability with the existence of an optimal FDR level. And for bibliography analysis, this is the document type of our research that has the article document type. The number of document is 28. And this is the classification analysis by year. In our research is from 2017 until 2023. And then this is the classification analysis by country. The country is Canada, UK, India, and China. And this is the first viewer result for network visualization of keywords with minimal occurrence of one. As we can see, this is the biggest keyword is early warning system, and then financial crisis, dynamic signal extraction, currency crisis, and etc. And this is the CO occurrence of keyword from post-viewer, and this is the visualization of overlay. This is the early warning system has the green dots. And for methodology, in this paper, researchers use a resilience index method to measure banking resilience using the EYS. To calculate the resilience index, the main data uh, are capital adequacy ratio, return on asset, non-performing financing, and financing to deposit ratio. The following is the formula used to calculate variable. The first is CAR. Um, CAR is total capital divided by risk-weighted asset times 100. And then for return on asset is net income divided by average total asset times 100 also. And for NPF is non-performing financing divided by total financing times 100. And for FDR is total financing divided by total deposit uh, times 100. And this is the result and discussion. The first is setting the heat map. One of the greatest method for visualizing solid point data is heat maps. They help do hotspot or cluster analysis. Indicators of the degree of susceptibility in this study include heat maps or graphic indicators with color indication. All individual indices are displayed on the index heat map together with leading macroeconomics and internal indicators. The existence of a heat map makes it simple to identify sources of shocks and vulnerabilities because its composite index will be composite of composite index constituents. Different colors are used to represent threshold in the heat map. The use of different colors in heat map refers to threshold. Overall, these are four colors on the variable in this research: green for expected or optimal performance category, yellow for the tolerance category, blue for the stagnant category, and red for the vulnerable category. And this is a result of our heat map. Uh, as we can see, if ICAR and IFDR has the stable or expected category, and for ROA and NPL has the tolerance category. And then the second is visualization. The study findings must be present in academic papers, oral presentation, or others publication are the methodologies must pass. Result visualization must be able to swiftly, precisely, and communicate findings to decision makers or other pertinent stakeholders. By condensing key information, visualization was used in his study to accomplish this goal. And this is with take from 2010 until the last year. And for discussion, studies shows that the CAR has a significant positive impact on the profitability of Islamic bankings, but it is not always simple. CAR also plays an important role in mitigating credit risks, although Basel III regulation may limit financing activities. Meanwhile, The return on asset of Islamic banks varies. Islamic banks in Bangladesh will record as having lower ROA compared to conventional banks. However, in Malaysia, Islamic banks appear to be more resilient with higher return on asset during the 2008 crisis. Factors such as bank size, capital adequacy, and operational efficiency influence Islamic bank ROA. And NPL has a significant negative relationship with the profitability of Islamic banks. NPL management is critical for stability, although Islamic banks generally have lower credit risks. Macroeconomic factors and bank characteristics influence NPL. And for FDR generally has positive relationship with the profitability of Islamic banks, although there are findings of a nonlinear relationship in Indonesia, which indicates the existence of an optimal FDR level. FDR was also found to be related to ROA. And for conclusion, the Banking Resilience Index using the EYS is an innovative approach to assessing and monitoring the financial health and stability of banking institutions. It combines traditional financial metrics with advanced predictive analysis to create a comprehensive index that reflects a bank's ability to withstand economic shocks and maintain profitability. The index focus on earning as a critical indicators of bank health, recognizing that sustained profitability is essential for long-term stability and growth. By analyzing earning patterns and potential warning signs, the index can identify vulnerabilities before they manifest as more serious problem, allowing for proactive corrective action. As the banking sector continues to evolve, tools like the Banking Resilience Index using EYS become increasingly valuable for ensuring the ongoing health and stability of financial institutions, particularly in the Islamic banking sector, where factors like capital adequacy ratio, ROA, NPL, and financial to deposit ratio play a crucial role. Overall, the papers highlight the importance of developing sophisticated data-driven approach to assess and monitor the resilience of banking system, especially in the context of the Islamic banking industry. Okay, that's all for my presentation. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.